Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. So we are discussing about yesterday how to create a data set and how to deploy it. The question we were working on in yesterday's topic was, once we publish the data set, can we modify the data set? Okay, so user one maybe joined today, he created a data set and he could have resigned, right? It could be you or me. Again, we join there. I wanted to, modify the data set. So I wanted to add a new table. If I wanted to add a new table, there are two possibilities. One is that a data set may be with you. If you're an old guy, you can save the data set. You should be able to get the data set and edit it. But if you're a new guy, you don't have any data set with you, right? You have to download the data set which is there in the Power BI service, then modify it. So if you're a new user and trying to modify the existing data set, but you don't have data set in your computer, you have to go to app.powerbi.com and download the data set. So when we go here, app.powerbi.com. So you may be user 6 or user 7. So you may be user 8. So whoever it is. For example, user 8 or user 7 wanted to download that. So the password is we knew. And let me give the password and save this. And now, first of all, user, this guy has to have the permission on the data set. What is the data set? Flipkart data set. We don't have any. Do we have any data set here? Flipkart is not there. Let me sign out. I think we have given the permission to user 6, is it? Or user 2, somebody who can have the permission. So app.powerbi.com. Let me go here. User 10. Yeah. User 10 has the, okay. So I was talking about iBank. This is the data set, right? HR data set. Now he doesn't have the data set. What is the request now? You have to add one table. So first of all, what he has to do, he has to download the data sets. When you click on this, you should be able to delete the data set. And a lot of options are available. How to provide security. So this is a row level security that we'll discuss. You can rename and you can go to settings. A lot of things we will be able to, we can, apply gateways and everything. So all these things, gateways and schedule refresh, all these things we'll discuss. Okay. Now, I wanted to talk about, I don't have a data set, but I got the permission. I have to download the data set and modify it. So I don't have any data set. If you have the data set, iBank HR data set, then you can work on this. If you go to the drive of my computer and under demos folder, under deployment, I have a iBank HR data set is there. I can open this and modify. But if you don't have this, for example, let me delete it. I don't have this. If I don't have, only reports are available, you can simply go here and this data set, you can download it. So download.pbix, click on this. So it is now getting downloaded. Now when you open this, it is available in my downloads. Let me take this place wherever you wanted to place and you can double click on this. Okay. So this is how you should be able to get the data set and double click on this and you should be able to modify whatever you wanted to modify. Am I clear? So getting a data set is very, very simple and working with the data set is also very, very simple. If you don't have the data set, you should be able to go to the, Power BI service and download from there. So there is no issue at all. Am I clear, guys? So getting the data set from the Power BI service is pretty much easy. You have to have the privileges and go and click on dot 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 here. You should be able to, get the data set. If you don't need the data set, you should be able to remove the data set like this, right? So I'm able to download now. After downloading, so what should I do? I would like to, I have something here. I wanted to add some more things here. Let me simply go transform data, transform data, and I wanted to, oh, somebody's, modified this. So let me add Krupa. She has given the employee data set. I would like to give my employee file. Where is my employee file? Somebody's added the data set and it says that it is not able to pick that. Let me give you this file. Yeah, I have added this. I have to go and give my file. Somebody would have, edited this. Okay. Now, if you wanted to add any other file, you should be able to add. For example, I wanted to add one more text file. I should be able to add, for example, employee text file. I'm going to be adding it. And yeah, I got it. Now you close and apply. You close and apply. You redeploy the data set. We have added one more table here. What is the table name? Employee. Okay, so this is a new table and this was the old table, right? So this is a new table. This was the old table. Now we need to save it and we should be able to publish. To publish, you need to have the privileges. So Akhil Ram being in, Akhil Ram or user number 1 or user number 10, whatever you have. If you have the permission, sign out and user 10 is now updating it. So user 10 wanted to sign in with his user ID. The password I told you. What is the password we were using? The password we were using all small. This is the password. Okay. This is the password I'm using. So this is the one you can use it and try to, either you delete it or it is going to be overwriting. You can delete this, that is one option, and redeploy, or you should be able to simply, deploy from here. It is going to be overwriting. So I would like to use with user 10 and password is India at the rate 12. Sign in. Skip for now and I wanted to create a data set, not any visualizations now. I wanted to go and simply it is ready. Click on publish, right? It's going to be going to the Flipkart and going to get overwritten there. You already have the data set named blah, blah, blah. Replacing this data set may impact these workspaces for reports. So if you wanted to view the impact, you can also view the impact. So these reports may not modify, may not work if you deleted underlying tables and everything. That's what is telling. And, yeah, because this is what is, things. So Swati and somebody has created these dashboards and reports. Now, these are the things may not work if you modify something, it is giving you some kind of a information to you. So clear? So now it is okay for me to modify it, replace it. So I wanted to modify. You have to be, worried about this. Existing data set, if you're modifying, you may add tables, but don't remove the existing tables. If you remove existing tables, something, then existing reports may not work. So that is one issue while working with this. So I have, added these tables. Okay, let me close this. Now, if anybody wanted to get it, if anybody wanted to get it, now you should be able to get this. Now you say the date and everything. So October 8th is the today's date. So it is got reflected just now. So it was the old one. So this is the new one. So you should be able to see the visuals also if you have some visuals and everything, right? Now that is how you should be able to create. Let me delete. I have something. So clear, guys. So these are the data sets I have. So now using this data set, you should be able to create now reports. If you wanted to create a report, how do I create a report? Again, the user, for example, 6 or user 7 is planning to create reports. Now you have to open your Power BI desktop and download the iBank HR data and create one or two visualizations, right? So like that, you have a lot of data sets. You have a lot of data sets where we should be able to create a lot of reports. So data set is ready. When the data set is ready, what we have done? We had deployed and created reports. Now, after creating a reports, now you should be able to create what is called as a dashboard. Clear? So using this data set, which data set I'm talking about, using this data set, you may have some reports here, right? Then using this data set, you may have some reports here. So using this data set, you may have some reports here. The reports are created for using multiple data sets, right? So data set need not be one. One data set can have multiple reports. On this on this you can have multiple dashboards. That is one thing. So we can have multiple dashboards, many, and we should be able to multiple reports. On that again, we should be able to create multiple dashboards. So dashboard can be created on the report. The report can be created. This report may be data set 1, it containing the report from data set 1 or data set 2. So report can be from anywhere, data set 1, data set 2, data set 3. So dashboard also can contain a lot of reports. These reports may be from the single data set. This report may be from the multiple data sets. So you can have multiple data sets. On top of that, you can have data set 1. On the data set 1, you created, let us say, some 10 reports, and you have a data set 2. On that you created another 20 reports. Clear? Now you create only one dashboard one, but this is going to be taking the data set, some some information from here, some information from here. So dashboard can be created not only on the you know one data set on the report. It can take a report from here. It can also take the reports from here. So that is what is the point. Clear? So dashboard can have a data set 1 reports, data set 2 reports. So these are reports are always detailed data sets, right? So this is always detailed data. So using detailed data, we are going to be creating a high level data. So the high level data can come from here. The high level data also can come from here, but this data set is defined under this data. These reports are created on this. These reports are created on this. So it doesn't matter. So data set may be different, but dashboard can be created on top of the multiple reports, and these reports can be using multiple data sets. Clear? So what is that we're going to be sharing to the user? So share to the user. Normally, we share two things to the end user. End user means manager. Either that guy needs a reports, or the end user needs a dashboard. Clear? When we give the reports and dashboard, automatically the data set permission also will be given to the end user. So end user may not be able to modify it, but he should have read-only permission on this. So whenever the end user, whenever they share reports to the end user or dashboard to the end user, so when you create a dashboard, dashboard is getting data from here. So this report is getting the data from data set. So definitely when you share reports or dashboard to the end user, so definitely underlying data sets read-only permission also will be given. So all of them, the end user, you know, can have an access. So this is very, very important. People would ask you, if I share only the dashboard to the end user, now if I don't share the report, so whatever be the report that you have, the report information, high level information only we are going to be sharing. So if you share a dashboard, that means they are going to be getting the permission onto the reports as well. So, and underlying data sets also read-only permissions. They cannot modify it. They will be able to get the read-only permissions onto the data sets. Clear? So you create data set, you create lot of reports and you deploy, then you are going to be creating lot of this one. So let me go here. I wanted to log in. So how to log in as a user number 6. Now user number 6 supposed to create a lot of reports. Now user number 6 uh, is going to be creating a lot of reports. Let him log in and let him get the data set. Okay. So get data, password, India@12. This is the password. All are small letters. India@12. So this is the one is giving here. Now skip for now. He can create his own get data, Power BI data sets. Now he's having permissions on many data sets, but let me choose this data set. Create, get the data sets and create lot of visualizations. He should not get the data from his machine, right? Every time data modeling and lot of things, okay, cleaning, everybody should not do on the same data. It is waste of time, right? You create a data set and you deploy, others simply work on the reports. Otherwise, you also get the data, you clean it, and you model it, you create a reports. I will also get the same data, I will clean it, I will, do a lot of things. So why everybody has to do the same thing? So we have to split. Somebody has to clean the data and do the modeling and create a DAX and deploy it. So it is a centralized data set. So now anybody can create a report. So that is the better thing. So everybody is getting data, everybody is cleaning data, everybody is deploying the data, and everybody is creating a report. So it is a useless. It is a useless thought. Instead of doing that, somebody has to, only one or two guys responsible for creating a data set, and let them centralize the data set so that any other people need not work on the, the data modeling and data cleansing part, right? So simply you go to visualization. So now I have created one more employee data set that is here. Now using that, I should be able to create some report. So what is the report I would like to have it? I wanted to have, employee ID. I wanted to have employee name, employee salary. I wanted to create some data set, right? So it is giving me 111. So you go here, you wanted to say don't summarize the date, right? Now you can have some styles also. Borders normally we give, and we also go to the grid and increase the font. So table will have a grid and increase the font to 15. Now you can go to the style. You can change the style. The table wanted to have a flashy rows, something like this. Whatever you wanted to have it, you wanted to have it. So this is one information. I wanted to know, uh, I wanted to know, so what is the total salary? What is the total salary? I wanted to have it. I should be able to go and get the salary, and you should be able to apply some formatting options, right? Go to border and whatever you would like to have it. So I wanted to have department ID wise some information. Yeah, every time you have to go and get the data because you cannot work on your own data sets. In the training period, they will teach you how to create on the data set, but in the real time, so they will give you permissions to work on the existing data set. Clear? If they don't give you, then you need to ask them. Otherwise, first time they may give you data. So that is what. First time they'll give you data, you need to work on the data, create a data set first. Cleaned data set you must create and deploy. The next time onwards you don't work on the data again, already you have cleaned the data, you deploy the data. Where you have to deploy the data to the Power BI service. So that is what Lakshmi. In real time we have to take data from the get data, but not from transform data. Transform data you should not use it because first time only you have to transform the data. Already it is cleaned data. You have to, get the cleaned data from the Power BI service. Am I clear? Every time we have to go to the data set only. Yes. Okay. So assumption is that you have created the data set. Clear? And only you must use the get data coming from the Power BI data sets only. Now we can create a lot of visualizations. So what is that question? Sir, how can we know it's cleaned or not? So if somebody published data set in the organization means it would have been cleaned. Otherwise, you cannot, simply get the data. Somebody is going to be monitoring your project, right? For example, I give you task. So I say you deploy. Before deploying, somebody will do the unit testing, right? So somebody has to do the testing. Everything is, clearly done or not. For example, you buy a Apple iPhone, whether Apple iPhone good is good or bad, how do you know? So and manufacturing company will test it before the releasing it, right? So when you create a data set in the companies, it is not it is training, but in the companies they will have a lot of reviews. You create a data set, there's a testing team is going to be verifying your data set. Then after that, your team lead is going to be checking everything. So all the steps it is going to go through, then you're going to be performing a lot of unit test cases, then you deploy it. So that is what in the real time it is going to be happening. So real time, not everybody can create a data set. You don't get the permissions. If you're getting a permission means somebody has to test it. You have to test it. Your team lead will test it and the client will test it. The client will check it out. They has to give the sign off. Lot of things will be there. Then only you are ready to deploy your data sets. Otherwise, simply you cannot say take one data set and deploy. So there is a document, SRS document will be there. Based on that, you are going to be creating a data set based on the requirement document. You know, you are going to be doing the unit testing. Testing team is going to be doing a second level of testing, and the code review is going to be happened by the team lead. Then customer also will check everything is properly done or not. Then they'll give you the reviews and everything. Then you need to implement the reviews. Then finally the data set is going to go to the production app dot Power BI service. It is not simply, sir, I have a button, I click on this. It is not like that. Clear? So that's how. Now what we need to do it. Now let me go to employee table. I would like to have, gender wise. I wanted to see the salaries. Okay. So I think it is having some wrong data. They did not clean it. Now see, it is having some wrong data. So when you create some visualization, you'll come to know it is not so clean data, right? So meanwhile, because we did not test it. If you test it, so what is the problems here? It is going to show you wrong genders. You have a gender with male, female, J, K, Z, because the data set is not clean. In the real time, nobody is going to be allowing. You have to clean this. You have to clean this, guys, right? So all these things we should be able to cleaning it. Let me clean. Okay. So I can also clean it here. I'm cleaning it here. So all these things are going to be learning filters and everything in the visualization level. So this is done now. In the bill in the real time, it is not like the data set means it's cleaned data set. Now I should be able to create something here. Now you save this file. So what is the report? It is a employee latest reports. Okay. So latest reports you have created. Now save. So save with this file. And after saving it, I would like to publish. Workspace is what? Flipkart. And I wanted to send this. Success done. So like that, many people have created. You can close this now. You can close this. Now you can refresh it. We did not create a data set now. We did not create a data set. If you wanted to modify the data set, you have to go to where? You have to go to your workspaces. You have to go here and all means data set plus visualizations reports. Data set means visualizations are going to be there in the all, and content means purely reports. Okay, so the fresh report is this. So this report just now we deployed. So this report is having this. Now you can just simply go to your workspace. We can work. You can see the one more report. Okay, we can see one more report. So this is having lot of pages, lot of reports. All the reports you can also create. Don't worry about all these things. Clear? So this is created based on so different data set. Which data set, if you wanted to know which data set it's been created, you can go to lineage and see the data. There is a view and there is a lineage. Okay. When you go to the lineage, you will come to know what is the file data source, and using that, what is the data set people have created, and on top of that, what are the reports have been built. Clear? So this is one more source. We are getting the data from SQL Server, and we should be able to create a data set, and on that these reports have been built. So you'll come to know very easily. So by going here, and by default you are there in the list, right? If you wanted to know from which report is created, on top of what, if you wanted to get the information, you have to simply go to view menu and click on lineage. Okay, when you click on the lineage, you should be able to know this is one data set on this, these reports have been built. Clear? Somebody has given the data set name as a report name. So this is compulsorily not good. Let me delete the name. Let me delete the data set. So I have, iBank and I have a latest. So these two on the single data set. You can also create. So this one, you should be able to there were refresh problems. We'll talk about that later. Let me go to Flipkart. Okay. Now, like that, one, a workspace can have many sources. Using many sources, we can create multiple reports, and you can also create multiple data sets. Clear, guys? So this is what we can see very clearly. Now the data sets are ready, reports are ready. So once the data sets are ready, reports are ready, what is that we're going to be doing? We are going to be creating what is called as a dashboard. How to create a dashboard is very simple. Let us understand what is a dashboards now, right? So dashboards means high level information. So we will be able to get the data, do lot of things and deploy. And dashboard can be created only in PBA service, not in Power BI desktop. Dashboard cannot be created here. Only you can create a data set or you can create a report. Only two things you should be able to create, but here you should be able to create a dashboard, right? So detailed level information is available in reports. High level information is available in dashboard. So what is a dashboard means? Where you are going to be checking, seeing the high level data. How to create a dashboard, we'll see. And slicer is one visualization we cannot place in the dashboard. But if you wanted to place a slicer, and we can have in the live page, not in the existing dashboard. This is one interview question that we'll discuss. Now, after that, what we do, we are going to be formatting the dashboard. Creating a dashboard will take 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that. It is very, very easy. Add the logo, add the company title, and format the dashboard. And you need to give the permission to the end users. So all these things. So the last topic we're going to be discussing about row level security, where the end user can get access to the this kind of a dashboard, right? So now let us understand what is a dashboard. Dashboards, will be created in Power BI service, detail level information in reports, high level information. Wherever you wanted to have, high level and read only information. The dashboard is a read only view of the high level information. The data it is going to bring from the reports only. Without having a report, I cannot create a dashboard. So dashboards will be created on the Power BI service. Dashboards can be created on multiple reports and multiple data sets. Need not be one data set, right? You have one data set, you can have 10 reports. So you can take the high level information from those 10 reports and keep it there. So cannot add slicer to dashboard. This point we'll discuss. Since dashboard will have multiple data sets, they do not have relationships. So if you wanted to create a slicer, we will be able to capture it here. Now, when we share the dashboard with the user, they will have access to the underlying reports and data sets as well. Dashboard can be created using same data set or different data set. So these are very, very, simple things. Now, let me show you how to create a dashboard. Let me go to Power BI service. Now, this is the data sets I have it. And on top of that, I have a multiple reports. Now, if you wanted to see the reports, you can click on this. So this is one report just now we have created. If you wanted to go back, click on the workspace. Now I would like to click on this. Okay. So it is having only one information, nothing else. Now I would like to create one more, this one. It is having lot of, things, lot of pages are going to be having lot of information, right? So what is the information, high level information that the company management wanted to see? Only that you are going to be adding, HR reports. So we are having page one data, page two data, whatever you want to have it, you should be able to, place it there. Now go back to the Flipkart and new sales data. So I have only this, nothing else. So only one visualization. Now how to create a dashboard? Now who's creating a dashboard? So this is the user. The user is, 10 is having permission, is going to be creating now. Let me go to new. Where should I go? I have to go to workspace first. Click on the Flipkart. Now you are going to be having it here. Now you go to new and here we have a dashboard. Build a single page data story, right? What is that high level information the CEO of the company wanted to see? He doesn't want to go thousands of reports, because when you create a thousands of reports, he doesn't have a time to click on report number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wanted to see total, how many people have joined. For example, me, I have the CEO. What is that I will come, I have to need, I have to know. I wanted to understand how many people have joined till today in the latest batch. Wonder what is the amount collected. That's it. I don't need this guy has paid half of the amount. That guy paid only this much amount. This guy could not make the amount. That is a detailing. I don't need detail. Details will come later. I wanted to know. Tell me in June month what is the amount we have received. tell me in the latest, latest batch, what is the total amount we have received, and how many people paid, how many people did not pay. I give me the high level information. Then, sir, these people did not pay. His name is, Ram is from Visakhapatnam. He did not pay. That is detailed level information I don't need. So that the account department wanted to know, because they wanted to get the fees from the students. So they will come to know his name is, say, Salman Khan is from Mumbai. He did not make the payment. So that information, detailed level information, the accounts department should know it. But I wanted to have the high level information. So create a. You have to go to new. Click on the dashboard. So it is asking what is the dashboard you want to create. Sales dashboard I would like to create. So, or I would like to have some other dashboard. Whatever you would like to have it, you can have it. So dashboard name you create. So I have created a dashboard now. Now, this is what is the dashboard. This is sales, and this is what is the canvas that you can think of, right? So this is a dashboard canvas. So the better you add lot of visuals, you add lot of visuals here to the dashboard, it will give you a blank screen. This is a dashboard, sales dashboard. So I wanted to have a lot of things over there. So the better a dashboard should not have a big, horizontal scrolling and vertical scrolling. It should not be there. It is a single page. That is the best thing, ever you can give it to the end user. So you should not create a multiple pages or scroll up and scroll down. It is always bad. And always you have to, in the topmost corner, give the company logo. And after that, you need to give the name to the dashboard. It is a sales dashboard. And important visualization, you better keep it here. And unimportant visualization, you bring it to down. Clear? So important visualization, you better keep top left, or you better arrange it here. Not very important, you may be, keeping in the bottom. So you need to organize all these things. Logo, you need to have it. So logo has to be there, and you need to have a name of the dashboard. So all these things you should be able to add and create a dashboard always. That is the best thing to use it. Clear? So formatting is important, and keeping. So formatting is important, and keeping, a lot of other things also important, right? Formatting is important. Keeping a lot of other things means I'm talking about logo and name, and arranging the important items which the customer wanted to see immediately. You ask them which is very, very important for them. You should be able to place them there. Clear? So you should not create a use dashboard. So dash, you may be having thousands of reports. Create, see, I may be having thousands of students. For example, you are a CEO of the company of Unilever. Unilever company is going to be selling a lot of products. So as a CEO of the company, what is that I should know? I wanted to know what is the sales done in the current month, or what is the sales done in the previous month. I'm not bothered about it. Maybe thousands of reports. You cannot create a bigger dashboard. When you're creating a bigger dashboard, you're not creating a dashboard. You're creating a report itself. So bigger will not come to the dashboard. Even though you have thousands of reports, create a one page or one or two pages with the top to bottom scrolling, not left to right scrolling. Clear? So when you say I'm going to be creating a bigger dashboard, means people will tell you dashboard itself is a very, very small. It should have contain only, say, only one page. Okay, so you cannot have a bigger and smaller. Only one page dashboard. Dashboard itself is one page. You cannot go more than that. If you're creating a dashboard, it is not a dashboard. It will become a report again. So you need to understand that there is no bigger dashboard. Clear? Yeah. So now we have to get some images, right? If you wanted to get, if you wanted to get, if you wanted to get a logo, first of all, you need to edit this dashboard and you have to add a tile. So tile means whatever we are using as part of visualization, everything is a tile. For example, drag and drop a table, that is a tile. Drag and drop, something, that is a tile. So if you wanted to add an image, you should be able to add an image in the report and deploy. So that is also you can do it. Or you can also add a tile here. You should be able to get the image also from there. Okay. Sometimes what you can do, you should be able to create your image. Okay. Company logo, you can have it. How to bring the company logo? So for example, I don't have anything here, but I would like to add a company logo. Where is the image here? So image is not available here, but you should be able to insert some image somewhere. We should be able to get image here. So when you go to here, home, and when you go to insert, you should be able to get some image. So when you double click on it, so I have some image here. I wanted to take this and keep it here. Clear? So this is my image, so that you should be able to size it, resize it. If you wanted to resize it, you should be able to resize it. Okay. If you wanted to resize it, so there is a lock aspect is on. When you make it off, you can resize however you want it to. Clear? If you wanted to resize, you can resize. When you say lock aspect is off and on, when you make it on, you cannot resize however you wanted to resize. Clear? If you wanted to resize it, it is make it to off. This is one property, that's it, nothing else. And this is the single report where you have company logo, right? Like that, you can, if you wanted to get the border, you can make it on, so border also can get it. If you wanted to have the any text box, so in the text box you can write, so it is a sales dashboard. Okay, so sales dashboard, so you can have it's a dashboard. It is one tile, so that you can think of, it is one tile. Now you can format if you need the the border, you should be able to switch on the border and bold it if you wanted to bold something it, otherwise, so whatever you wanted to have it in the general tab. Do we have anything to? Okay, so something I have created, why it is showing a red color mark? That's fine. Okay. Now I will save this file. I have to save this file and I should be able to deploy. It is having India Bank report with what? With logo and a name. Okay, it is not a report actually, but I have to get all these things there, right? So India Bank. So where I'm planning to have this, I'm planning to have, let me store it here, and I wanted to deploy this as well. Okay, I wanted to share this as well. Okay, save this, and I should be able to deploy it to the Flipkart. Now somebody is created, and they are going to be deploying this, deployed, right? Now you can simply go to Flipkart. You should be able to get one more visualization. Okay, you should be able to get one more visualization. Data set we did not create, but we created one more this one. So this is going to be having purely this information, nothing else. Okay, so I wanted to create a dashboard. So already you created a dashboard. Where is the dashboard you have created? So this is the dashboard. So what is that we wanted to add first? We would like to add company logo and everything. Where is the logo available? Logo available in one more report. Go to the Flipkart, and which report? In this, we have to bring it. When you click on this, you will be able to we can also do modification. Somebody asked, right, sir, can we do the modification in the after publishing? I wanted to modify something. Can we do any modification to anything? Yes, data set you can modify anything. If you want to modify, you should be able to modify here as well. There is no problem at all. Clear? If you want to modify something here, you should be able to modify the color as well. If you want to modify something here, not only this, anything you should be able to modify. Clear? So that can be done here, and you should be able to save this. For example, save this, right? So you should be able to see this, right? If you wanted to do anything, you should be able to modify. For example, go to Flipkart. I wanted to modify this. Can I modify this? Yes, I should be able to modify this report. Click on edit. So there is a lot of buttons available. Before that, there's the edit button. You wanted to modify something means click on edit button. See, however, you're able to see in the Power BI desktop, the same way you should be able to get it. You would like to, modify something, increase something, place something, anything. If you want to say have it, you should be able to have it, and you should be able to save this. Click on save button, and you should be able to save it, and you should be able to use it. So Power BI service where you should be able to modify without going back to the Power BI desktop, you should be able to modify and do something, and click on formatting buttons. So you click on formatting change. If you don't like this, for example, I wanted to add a data label. Data label I did not include. Now I'm including. So go to data label, and I wanted to display the size to 15. So lot of things I'm able to increase. I'm able to place it here. I'm able to place like this. Whatever you would like to have it, you should be able to rearrange. So whatever you would like to have it, I'm rearranging and simply saving this. Report has been saved. Now you can just go back. Clear? If you wanted to create anything, you can create and modify it. Now the dashboard is ready. I wanted to include the high level information. So you go to the report. Let me go to this report. Now, when you click on this, there is a small pin. So this is what is called pin visual. When you click on the pin visual, this high level information will go to the dashboard. For example, this is a detailed information that I don't need. I go here. So there is a pin. So the pin means it is going to go to the dashboard. Click on this. Now it is existing dashboard, new dashboard. So I will go, this information has to go to the dashboard. Click on pin. Now done it. So you go to the Flipkart, you should be able to go to your dashboard, and you're pinned already. This information is available here. So you cannot resize however you would like to have. It is having a specific this one. So only using that you should be able to visualize, not however you would like to, do it. You will not be able to do that. Okay. So resizing is difficult. So it will have a fixed resizing options. So using that, you should be able to visualize somewhat like this, or somewhat like this. You can resize, but however you want to resize, it cannot be resized like that. Okay. So I can resize like this. Clear? So if you wanted to delete something, or if you wanted to do something, everything is now called as a tile. Okay, pin tile, edit tiles, whatever you would like to do it, you should be able to do it. Now the beautiful thing is that this is what is the report, you got it, but I wanted to see the detail level information. Salary is 113 is fine, but I wanted to go back as a CEO. I don't know, 113 is fine, but I would like to go back to detailed information. When you click on this tile, it will go back to your main report. That is the beauty. So it is coming from here. Okay, 113 salary, got it from these many customers. So detail of information is available here. But small, this is the pinned. This is what is I pinned. When you go to Flipkart, you should be able to get high level information. Okay, total salaries we must pay to the employees is this much. Okay, but the customer wanted to see detail level information. Always he can click on his dashboard, and always it's going to be creating a hyperlink. So using high level information, we should be able to jump. We should be able to jump. So whenever we share the dashboard, blah, 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 that is also fine. So jump from dashboard to a parent report. Yes, jump from dashboard to parent report to see the detailed level of information. The customer knows that. The customer knows that I wanted to have 113 is fine, but who are the employees? Click on this. It is going to show you these are the guys, the total sale is this much. Clear? And there is one more information they can see male employee salary this much, female employee salary also this much. Now, the customer wanted to see this as well. Go and pin it here. I'm going to be pinning it. Now you go back to the dashboard. Creating a dashboard is very, very simple. Now you should be able to resize. You should be able to resize. Now I wanted to have the logo as well. So where is the logo? Logo is available in this. Now I wanted to click on this. So I'm not getting anything here. So the pin button is not getting enabled. Let me click on edit. So now the pin button is enabled, pin to visual. So click on this. Now go here. Pin to visual has to come here. It is, let me go to the Flipkart now and go to my dashboard. Now I should be able to get, sales dashboard is, the name is given. Now you have to adjust this. So the dashboard name has to come here. You have to readjust them. Sales dashboard, you have to bring the tiles here, right? Now again, I want to go to Flipkart, go to the company logo. Company logo also I have to bring it here, right? So yeah, pin is available here because pin was, hiding. So I click on this. So it is also going there. So now go back to the Flipkart, save changes because I have modified something. Go to your dashboard. You should be able to get, you should be able to get, Indian Bank. So always this has to be in the leftmost corner. Leftmost corner, you need to have this and you should be able to resize it. Not, clearly. So not however you would like to resize it. It will have predefined sizes. So you should be able to size in that manner only. Clear? So like that, you should be able to bring them and put them. So it is very, very simple creating a dashboard. Creating a dashboard is very, very simple. So if you don't have any image there, you should also get the image from here. Right click and add a tile. Okay, add a tile. And what kind of a tile you would like to have it? You would like to get the image. So click on the image, click next and get the button. So what is that image? The subtitle, where is the URL? From the URL you should be able to get the image as well. For example, India Bank image is available in some URL. For example, uh, let me go to google.com. I wanted to say India Bank, iBank. Okay, India Bank logo. Okay, India Bank logo, I have it. So this is India Bank logo. Go to images. So this is India Bank logo. You want to have it. Right click on this. You should be able to save image or copy image address. This is the URL. Copy image address. Click on this. Now you should be able to go give the URL here. Okay. So click on apply. Click on apply and it is added. Now you should be able to place. I don't want to have this. You can remove it, and if you want to remove it, it is going back to this report. So I wanted to create my own logo. You should be able to create and resize it wherever you would like to place it. You should be able to place it. So this is how creating any dashboard. Creating any dashboard is very, very simple. You have to go to Flipkart, go to the report, go to the report. For example, new sales report. I wanted to have this information only. Or so when you click on this, there's a pin button. You can just click pin. So before that, give the border. So you wanted to modify this. So go to this and you should be able to give the border to this because the developer forgot in this and they wanted to have like this and save this, and you should be able to pin that. Whatever you would like to pin, you should be able to pin. So I have multiple pages here. In the page number 1, I need high level information. Right click on this, not right click, go to pin, and you should be able to visualize. So it is from iBank database. Some of the data from some other databases, data set. So one dashboard will have lot of information. So after that you have to format it. So formatting, whatever you would like to format it, you should be able to format, give a lot of other things. So you should not have big scrollings. As I told you, you have to adjust all the data in a single page. Okay, you have to adjust the data in the single page, then we will be able to edit. If you want to add something there, you should be able to add something here. So you can also adjust this to mobile layout. Okay. If you're using a mobile phone, you need to adjust all these things. Clear? Everything is properly coming or not, because sometimes the people are planning to have the mobile layout. So you can adjust, resize them, and you should be able to bring everything is clear. So mobile layout also side by side, you can, work on it. So everything is working fine. So this is the mobile layout that you can have it. So whatever you would like to create it and adjust it, and everything simply you can see in the computer, the same dashboard people also can see the in the mobile layout. So go to the mobile layout and you should be able to adjust everything so that it should not give any gaps and everything. You clearly adjust. Okay, so there is a problem with this, the spaces that you have to trim and get the logo, something like this. If it is there, we cannot do anything. Then everything is fine here, right? So whatever you want to have it, you should be able to get the information. Otherwise, so this is how you should be able to create a dashboard. Creating a dashboard is pretty much easy, not at all complex. Clear? Only formatting. So when you right click on it, you can see lot of formatting options. So the formatting is very, very important, so that you can have it sizing the the tiles and resizing the tiles and giving the border, lot of other things as part of the formatting, and putting important information in the top most corner and not very important information in the bottom. So you should not have a bigger scrolling. So scrolling is fine, but not very big scrolling. Okay. So try to minimize all of them so that you can accommodate maximum information in the single page itself. That is what is the beauty. Okay. So that is what is the beauty I'm talking about. You should not create, you should not create, scrolling, and save this, and it is done. Clear? So that is how you should be able to create a dashboard, and formatting is important. Formatting is important. So that is what is important. Tomorrow we'll talk about slicer. So when you go to the slicer dashboard cannot be implemented. So you can have any number of visualization. But as I told you, your dashboard should not be a report. Okay, you should not have everything there. If you're creating a dashboard is also reporting, means you did not understand the concept. Somebody is asking me, can we add multiple? So that means, sir, what if different reports have different reports and dashboards? What is the meaning? You can have different dashboards. One is sales dashboard. You can have, HR dashboard. You can have, marketing dashboard. Like that, you can create multiple dashboards. So is there any max limitation? There is no max limitation, Kirti. It is only what is that high level information they wanted to have. You can have a number of, visuals here. There's no problem. But if you create a bigger in a dashboard, that means you did not understand what is the concept of a dashboard. Okay. If you have a breakfast as a lunch and dinner, then there is no meaning. What is the lunch? What is the dinner? What is the breakfast? Right? So you need to understand dashboard means one page or maximum two pages. Okay, and that is the dashboard. You cannot add everything here. So there is no limit. So you should not include much more things here. Yeah. One page dashboard is the best dashboard ever you can create. Clear? That is the industry standard. That is what is the thing, guys. And creating a dashboard and formatting. And I have a slicer dashboard. Where is the slicer? Did I create anywhere slicer? Slicer is not here. You can have this, visualization. For example, simply click on this. It is going to be added there, right? Now, we have a slicer. Have you seen this? When you click on this, you should be able to get a pin. Pin is, it is going to be part of the dashboard. But when you go to the slicer, this is a slicer is going to be filtering. I would like to know male data. I would like to know female data. I would like to know male data. I would like to know female data. I want to have a slicer as part of my dashboard. You cannot. Why? Because your dashboard is going to be created. Dashboard is going to be created using report 1, report 2, report 3, right? So report is going to be having a data set 1, data set 2, data set 3. Now, whenever you're filtering, it is going to be filtering the data within the data set. But when you take this slicer and add it, so dashboard can have reports from coming from anywhere, right? If you click on the filter, it has to work on the all data sets. So it is impossible because dashboard is not going to be created based on only one data set. You may have multiple data sets. These do not have links. These do not have links. So when you have a slicer is going to be cutting the data, filtering the data. I need only male data. I need only female data. If you have employee data set, it is going to work. If it is iBank data, where female and male. If it is sales data, where male and female. So when you keep this as part of your, dashboard, it is not going to work. So slicer visualization cannot be placed as part of your dashboard. So that is one important point that people are going to be telling. So the one more question: is there any way I can keep our slide this slicer information? Means you have one more place where you should be able to bring this. Okay, if you want to bring the complete live page, so I would like to keep the complete page as part of my dashboard. Now I cannot keep a single visualization, but I wanted to keep entire page. And if I'm keeping entire page, this slicer is going to be going and it's going to be placing part of important role there. So individual slicer cannot be implemented. Entire page we should be able to pin to live. Okay, so only one way if I wanted to include, only one way if I wanted to include a slicer is you have to simply go and use a pin to dashboard. When you say pin to dashboard, it is going to be giving the complete page. It is going to be live, not the single visualization. So now you should be able to go back and get the sales dashboard. The complete page is going to come along with the slicer, then it is going to work. Clear? So single slicer means filtering. It is going to be giving you male, data and female data, male data and female data. A slicer visualization cannot be add independently to the, visualization. If you want to, include the complete page, that you can do it, but not the individual thing. So that is what is the point. Pin to live page can add a slicer here in this page because entire page will get added to the dashboard. Slicer only you cannot put into dashboard. This is very, very important information. People would ask you, I wanted to add only the slicer. The answer is no, you will not be able to add it. Okay, since the dashboard will have multiple data sets, so we cannot do that. So pin to dashboard is the one choice you have. Entire page, including other visualization, slicer also is going to go. So this is one thing. So formatting and jumping from the dashboard to the report level we discussed, and formatting, company logo, dashboard, lot of other things also we can discuss. So formatting options where you should be able to implement. So you want to add an image, you want to add a logo. One thing is that you will be able to get from the reports, or the second thing is that you can directly go here and go to your dashboard. You should be able to get your add a tile. So when you get add title, web content, image, a text box, video also you can place. If you wanted to place a video, click on the next. So any video that you should be able to place. Okay, the URL you should be able to place, and whatever you would like to have it, display titles. So title, blah blah blah, lot of things we can customize it. For example, I wanted to go here. Sorry, I wanted to go and do a lot of formatting options that can be done. Okay, go to the report. So here we can do a lot of customizations, add a comment, go to report, edit details. If you want to modify something, you can write something here. So when you say India Bank, see where it is getting added, it is getting added here. So after that, it is सबसे अच्छा है. I am writing something. Okay. The सबसे अच्छा, I am writing some subtitle. You should be able to get it. So some formatting option you should be able to have. When you click on this, it can go to some other link. Lot of things that you can have it. India Bank is a title, and it is a सबसे easy banking. So where you can give some caption where the banking is fun. Okay, some title you can have it, click on apply, so that you should be able to get it. So whatever you want to have it, just click on the edit and do some kind of a you know all these things is just you can work on. Okay, edit something and do something here. So all these things are pretty much easy. So this is the what this is how you should be able to create a dashboard. Dashboard is very very simple to create, and always you can jump from one report to another. You can jump from dashboard to here very very easily, and how to add logo, how to add reporting, name, everything we discussed clearly. If you have any other questions, you're welcome, guys. Okay. So dashboard is always single. You cannot say huge dashboard, and you cannot say very big with very bigger scroll bar. You cannot create those kind of a dashboards. Clear? Slicer cannot be added. If you wanted to add, add the complete page to the dashboard, so that slicer also is going to come.